Good day, everyone. It is such a pleasure and honor to have been invited by the Special Youth Leadership Foundation to speak at this year's Thought Leadership Summit. I would have loved to be physically present with you at a convening of this significance, but regrettably, I have a clash with an earlier agreed engagement. But I want you to know that this message is sent with full enthusiasm, deep respect, and a strong belief in the work that this foundation is doing, and also that I speak from a place of shared commitment. I've been involved myself in private efforts to provide quality primary education for disadvantaged children through the work of the Text Foundation in Sokoto, in Kishi, in Borno, and in Lagos. And in 2016 in Borno State, a private initiative, the Northeast Children's Fund, as well as the Text Foundation, decided to build a world-class school and home for children orphaned by the Boko Haram insurgency. The current Vice President, His Excellency Kashim Shettima, gave me a good piece of land to build the school. Our first intake of 500 boys and girls could not speak Hausa, let alone English. All they could speak was Kanuri. We got the best teachers, and we even partnered with the Grange School in Lagos. At the 5th year anniversary of the school, the kids were showing off their coding, their music, and debating skills, to the amazement of everyone who was gathered there. Today, over 300 of them are in secondary schools, and 1 or 2 of them have in fact graduated from university. So I know just how life-transforming these opportunities can be for children who benefit. And I also know that in a country growing at 7 million people per year, how much more needs to be done. Which is why the work of the Special Youth Leadership Foundation is particularly crucial. I'm told that since 2018, the Special Youth Leadership Foundation has reached over 62,623 children across Africa. That number is a living record of what happens when an organization is committed to the ideal that a child's potential should not be determined by their physical or material circumstances. And that, I believe, is the essence of today's theme: leadership rooted in educational equity. Leadership rooted in educational equity. We cannot speak honestly about leadership in Africa without confronting a hard truth, that millions of children across this continent are being denied access to the very foundation that makes quality leadership possible. That is, quality education. This is not merely a governance failure, it's a moral one, and it demands a moral response. True leadership, the kind that endures, the kind that can transform, must begin with commitment to equity. Not equal outcomes for all, but equal opportunity. Every child, regardless of where they were born or what their family earns, deserves a chance to discover who they are and what they are capable of. And this is what the Special Youth Leadership Foundation understands. And this is why this work matters. So to the leaders, partners, and change makers in this room, I challenge you to leave today not merely inspired, but committed. Committed to funding, to partnership, to showing up again and again for the children and communities that this foundation serves. And to the young people whose lives have been touched by this work, you are not forgotten, you are invested in. I think of the child who can now read with confidence, the teenager who has discovered that she has something to say and the courage to say it. That is what this foundation produces. Not just skills, but people who know their own worth. And your generation carries something that every generation before you had hoped for: the chance to lead Africa, not by its old limits, but by its full potential. And I believe you will. Thank you, and congratulations to the Special Youth Leadership Foundation on another remarkable year of impact. God bless you.